Hey guys, and welcome back to Questionable Scale Modeling. I'm back from a bit of a break of laziness and work, but here I am, and I've got a couple of projects that I want to show you that I've gotten done since then. So let's change cameras and take a look. Okay, the first project we're going to look at is this. To me, a Nissan Leopard TRX Turbo from the 80s. Back when they were pretty much doing motorized kits. So they're very basic and easy to build, no engine. This was built for the Modeling Insanity's Model Car Mania podcast. They did a 3-hour build challenge, which if you didn't catch it a couple of weeks ago, or I think a few weeks ago, you opened up the kit and you had 3 hours to build it from start to finish. And so let's take a look at it. So here's my Leopard. I did a 3-tone paint job. The silver on the bottom is a pewter from Scale Finishes. The top is the same pewter, but I covered it in Tamiya clear blue acrylic to give it that metallic blue finish. And the black is actually the first layer of paint that I used. I did prime it with Mr. Surfacer, I think 1500, and then applied the black to it, and then I masked all the trim all the way around the car, and then I applied the pewter on top of the black, and then masked the lower half of the car, and then applied the clear blue. It was pretty easy, went really fast. The first thing I did, because I'm very well aware of my times involving paint, is I actually painted the red on the taillights before I did anything, because the Tamiya clear paints, they don't dry very fast, because you typically have to apply them heavy. So the first thing I did is I masked off and sprayed the red. Then I went to work on the body. I think after that I went back to the taillights and did the orange part, and the sunroof got just a couple coats of smoke, and that was pretty much it. I did a little bit of detail painting underneath, but I didn't really do much of that. I just kind of painted these two pieces in some silver, including the tank and the muffler, which got scratched up. I didn't do anything to the tires and wheels. One thing and that was pretty much it. Oh, I did add carpet to the inside, and I'm not going to take it apart to look at it, but it's in there. The whole interior is just painted in black. In fact, I used my Rust-Oleum 2X cut with hardware lacquer thinner, to that way I could just shoot the whole interior with one shot, no primer, and that actually dried within about 15 minutes anyway. So once I got done, a couple of things I couldn't do because I ran out of time is all the window trim was supposed to be painted black, and of course I didn't have time for that. Didn't have time to do any of the emblems with the decals because I didn't have time, and plus they really weren't very good anyway. I've got glue marks in several places. Right there on the wheel, it's got a big glue mark. I think, oddly enough, the windows have no glue marks. That was actually pretty cool. I have just the slightest little thumbprint right on the top of the car because the Tamiya clear blue wasn't drying fast enough, but oh well. Anyway, that was built in 3 hours. It has a little bit of a wobble to it, not sure why, but anyway, let's see. There is, yeah, that's pretty much it. So I really rushed panel line gap scribing, removing the mold lines, and really fast paint work. But I'm going to be bringing this to all my shows this year while I'm on tour, quotes. I'm planning on taking this to Acme just to show people what can be done in 3 hours, because I think it's pretty cool. I almost didn't enter this group challenge because frankly I thought it was fun, but too many of my kits I don't want to rush through and ruin them. I do have a lot of really nice kits. This is the only thing that really fit the bill of rushing through a build. So that was that. Now the next thing we're going to look at is this guy. This is Mini Arts L1500A German personnel car, or as you can see, it's a Mercedes. So I did not paint it this color. I went with a civilian look. I think I may have a video or two already showing works in progress. So let's take a look at the end result. Now I've got to carefully handle this because it is made up of about 500 pieces, so we definitely don't want to break anything off. The engine covers are actually inside the vehicle because they don't want to stay in place, and then technically don't even really want to glue them. So let's see how good I can zoom this camera in. So the whole grill is all photo etch. I don't know if that's that's in focus or not. Oh, there we go. So that's all photo etch. There's a little tiny Mercedes emblem on the very top, and that's photo etch as well, and it's basically just barely sitting on a tiny bit of super glue. So I'm going to do my best not to break that off because I'll be pissed. The whole thing is painted with Tamiya whole red acrylic underneath a black base, so I could have some shading, which won't be on camera, of course. On the back of the car, it's kind of neat because there's a little chain. Come on, let's see if I can find it on my camera. Is it going to? Come on. Oh well. There's a tiny chain. Oh, there it is. Going from the hitch to the end of the hitch. Kind of cool. I'm sorry, from the hitch to the pin. Gosh. Might have helped if I didn't drink so much coffee this morning, but anyway, you get the idea. Now we'll open up. Let me get this roof off without breaking anything. These are kind of fragile kits. I guess we can look at the underneath real quick. I didn't really do much to it. It's got, let's see. It's basically got 3 drive shafts. It's got a full engine with, I don't know how many parts. The whole chassis is made up of about 200 parts. It's a very elaborate design. And that's all just shot with black. There's the interior. And again, I've already, probably by now, I've already posted the complete build with closer up photos. So if you want to see it better, I refer to those posts to see that. The top is done progressively in, I think, about 4 or 5 different shades of tan, so I can get a little bit of bleaching look on the ribs where the sun would have hit it a little bit harder than the rest of it. And it looks like it's capturing it on camera pretty good, so I'm kind of liking that. The inside of this was kind of a pain in the butt because the center parts of the rails are actually molded in to the top, and then the rest of it had to be glued. The sides and the rest of it had to be glued in place. So I actually, after painting all that, I actually had to mask all this off so I could paint the black. So that went really well. The rest of it, let's see. I did a little detail painting in the engine bay. I didn't go crazy because it is what it is. The mirrors, it only had one mirror, but it was so thin I kind of broke it. So I made it, I turned the old mirror bracket into a more simplified kind of civilian type of mirror. So that was that. I bought this kit a couple of years ago as a slump buster because I do like to build some military stuff in between more serious projects, and not realizing what I'd got myself into. So anyway, that is that. My next project I'm going to be doing is a rally car for I think it's Jason at Blue Ox and a couple of other people collaborating for the Rally Cool group build. So the next video should be the start of that. So appreciate you watching. Send me a message, send me an email. You can reach me at questionablescalemodeling at gmail.com, and I'll have that email address at the beginning of the video. So I appreciate you watching, and we'll talk to you later.